Well, hello guys, and welcome back to the channel.
Today's a very special day. We're off to Jamsport to have some cams fitted and a remap to show you some driving shots on the way there. And on the way back, we're going to stop off at Caffeine Machine for a quick bit of refreshment and see what's around. Stay tuned.
So here we are at Jamsport HQ. So first things first, hand over the keys and get the ST on the dyno. The reason being we want to do it before and after. And here's the spec of the car for you to check out. Okay, let's take a look at those power figures. So it's coming out at about 167 horsepower. I know the rollers are slightly under reading, but now it's time to begin the mods. So big thanks to Ben who did all the work on the car for me this time. So actually really efficient, got lots and lots of tools they're using to speed up the job. I was amazed within an hour or so the camshafts are out. Obviously installing the inlet camshaft here. And then whizzing along, taking off the caps to remove the exhaust. Really meticulous work going on here, everything laid out in the right order, all going on and off. Gives huge confidence actually as a customer for this kind of work. To see it being done so professionally, really impressed with Jamsport. So a couple of nice pictures, the new cams, all the caps lined up ready to go back on. So while that's all happening, I thought I'd pop outside and have a look around. So a couple of race cars and relics from the weekend. Looked like one or two had had a bit of a shunt. So this one I think is part of the Fiesta Junior Championship, and the guide absolutely fine, wasn't injured, but the cars come off pretty badly. It just shows how strong these little Fiestas are. I wonder how much of that's the cage and how much of that is the aging chassis. But it looks like a total write-off. Obviously, yeah, quite a big shunt, that one. Also managed to find some interesting rally cars, but at this point I saw a probe being lowered into the back of the Fiesta and thought I'd better run over.
Okay, so it's time now to get the base tune done, and then we'll do some custom mapping with the guys here at Jamsport. So I'm interested to see what they come back with for the car.
So the first stage effectively is to run the car at different load and RPM combinations to check out the robustness of the map that's going onto the car. I was really impressed actually with how meticulous the process was, all the different stages of testing. The thing absolutely screaming in that final test, but now it's time for the power run. Wow, okay, so we're seeing 191 horsepower, that's an increase of 24 and a higher rev limit. Time to pick up the car and give it a go. Okay guys, well I've just picked up the Fiesta after the remap, about to give it some beans. Silky smooth, drives much more smoothly than it did before as well. There's a really noticeable difference in the kind of mid RPM. It just seems to transition really nicely on to off power. It's not as hesitant. Seems like I've got some cams that are really well matched to the inlet and the exhaust system changes. Okay, time for a little bit of a spirited drive, popping it down to second. Hello guys, so we finally made it to Caffeine Machine. So quite an interesting array of cars, a few modified JDM spec things over there. There's a really nice new Lotus Emira which we'll go and take a look at in a second. Absolutely stunning in red. So it's actually a really lovely colour combination in the flesh. The photos don't do it justice, but there's all sorts of Resto Mod 911s, interesting Civic Type Rs with more carbon fibre than you can shake a stick at. But at this point in the proceedings, I was feeling rather thirsty. So having walked around just a couple more times, headed on inside to have a look at the wares. So as with most of these things, they've always got a place you can buy t-shirts and apparel, so you can make yourself look fashionable. And on the walls, everything's for sale, lovely motorsport artworks, interesting posters. But the reason I'm here is for the coffee. So all in all, not a bad day out. Got the camshafts fitted, had a remap, Caffeine Machine, and then we've got the long drive home. Thanks very much guys for watching, but for now, Hengineer out.